Hey everyone, it's Quickie Baby and welcome back to World of Tanks, and I'm back from Tank Fest, although you might not have noticed it if you've been only checking out my YouTube channel, because I did schedule some videos to release while I was there. Now, for the hundreds of you that I had the pleasure of meeting at Tank Fest, thank you all for being so lovely, respectful, just absolutely awesome. It's really nice to put the personalities and the faces behind. At the end of the day, what does a YouTuber have to see if they're doing okay? There's kind of likes, there's dislikes, there's the amount that their videos are viewed. Then I guess the most personal thing for being a YouTuber is the fact that I have the pleasure of reading the comments, and then I'll see names and icons, and usually the icons are either of Kim Jong or... Anyway, let's not go there really. I appreciate there are trolls, but when I get to meet you all IRL, it's absolutely ridiculous. Thank you all so much. I'm feeling really motivated right now. Obviously, Tank Fest, it both takes energy away from you, but also gives a lot of it to me as well. So, just a massive thank you to everyone who I did meet. And do expect to see some vlogs or just some footage of the tank displays, and also of some of the amazing vehicles that they have at the Tank Museum on this channel soon. Anyway, now that that's introduced, let's focus on the replay at hand. And I have to admit, today I was a little bit unprepared. I came back from Tank Fest, and obviously, because I hadn't been playing for practically a week, this is going to be my first stream tonight for a week, I didn't really have an idea of what I wanted to feature on the channel. And so I went on to what replays, and wow, I found an absolute cracker in one of my favorite vehicles in the game right now, and that is the Progetto 46. This is, of course, the Tier 8 Italian premium medium tank, and this is very relevant on the European server, not because it's just a great Tier 8 premium, and I had a lot of fun playing this in front lines, but more the fact that the Italian auto-reloading medium tanks, and actually the entirety of the Italian branch, are top of the tree. And so you can get the Tier 10 Italian medium tank, the Progetto 65, for 30% off right now. I just bought one. I'm going to be christening that tonight on stream. I also picked myself up, how random was it? Over the weekend while I was there, a Centurion 5-1 was also released on the European server, which has been out on the North American and I believe the Asian server for ages. So at least I've got that to check out as well, and we'll see how that plays out compared to the FE4 202. Just so much stuff for me to enjoy today. I'm really hyped about it. But yeah, the whole of the Italian tech tree is on discount right now, and so I expect you're grinding your way up it. And this vehicle, it gives you a good idea of what the Pantera will play like. Now the Pantera, it's better at just continuously firing, whereas the Progetto is better at burst firing. Now, what do you mean? Well, this vehicle has a 2-second delay between its shells, and its reload on its first and its second shells is actually rather nice at 8 and 9 seconds, because the deeper that you go into the magazine, the longer it takes to reload each of the individual shells. Whereas with the Pantera, it's kind of like 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, or is it 2, 2, 2? So you don't really get so much of a penalty for firing the third shell in the Pantera, so do keep that in mind if you're going to be working your way towards that vehicle. So unfortunately, One Master Life is going to have to live up to their name here, because look at this. His team is already way down on tanks, and we've got the pleasure of watching them have an absolute, well, try to have an absolute carry in this game. Now, well, what are you going to do? One Master Life has got 5 times as many kills as the rest of his team combined. He's also dominating the top of the hill and showing you why the Progetto 46 is an absolute beast. Now, I like what One Master Life does here. It doesn't dump that third shell, because a third shell takes 3 seconds longer to reload than if you just want to reload the second and the first. Well, actually 4 seconds if you want to reload the first. And I think One Master Life realizes that he's going to need to maximize the damage per minute of his vehicle if he wants to take this out. Now, actually puts one through the turret of the IS-3 there. And a lot of people might be scratching their head thinking, oh, how does that penetrate the turret of a Tier 8 Soviet heavy tank? Well, the top of the turret on the IS-3 is actually only 20mm thick, so all 61mm caliber guns can overmatch it. So, just as fast as this game has been progressing, One Master Life picks up a top gun already. Now, he's going to focus the Panther 10 here. He's trying to work with this the 110 on his team, that Tier 8 Chinese heavy tank, to just quell the advance of the enemy team. Now, an MT-25 is giving him some trouble, and we can see just how long it takes to reload that third shell in the Progetto, and that's really where this tank is rather unfortunate. Now, notice one thing, and that is that some bold player in the cap circle just reset to give the enemy time our enemy team time to cap even, so it's a bit of a no-cap kill-all kind of moment here. And you know what? Considering that one Master Life is now in a 1 versus 6 situation, and it looked like it was 2 versus 7 on top of the hill, you can't really blame the person who reset the cap. There's probably some very loud, angry player on the enemy team constantly telling him to reset to be able to give of his team enough time to be able to maximize their experience gain. And oh, that's painful. There goes 406 hit points, but at least one Master Life is going to punish the tier 8 Soviet heavy tank and pick up his 9th kill of the game. Wow, great stuff. Expecting the MT-25 to take advantage and try and come behind him. Looks like there is the MT-25 who puts one more round into the front of the hull. That MT-25 is posing to be a massive threat. Okay, gunning for the 10th kill. Will we pick up the Pools medal? There's one. And the MT-25, I guess, got a little bit overconfident there, probably didn't realize about the auto reloading capacity of the Progetto 46 and gets sent to the garage. Wow, here we go. One Master Life, 10 kills. The rest of his team, 1 kill. Although, when we look at the damage that one Master Life has put out here, it is obvious that his team has been helping significantly with the amount of damage that they've dealt, but the Progetto 46 just so proficient for picking up kills, because it's a choice, really. It's a choice about when you are going to slam the hammer down on your opponent and choose to spend those shells, because obviously, unlike an autoloader where you just try and fire off your full magazine and then reload, and before we focus on the difference between that and this, wow, nice shot there into the tier 7 American turreted tank destroyer. Now one Master Life is up to 11. Now this vehicle, you have the choice of when you want to spend your shells, and sometimes it's better to actually hold the shot, and sometimes it's better to fully unload when you know you've got the opponent low. And it doesn't ever get caught reloading awkwardly like an auto-loader would do, and so it's very, very good for coming in and putting a single shot in, securing those low health targets, and then slowly loading its magazine back up to full capacity for the vehicles that maybe are on half of their hit points, right? Okay, so one Master Life takes a look at the cap circle, unable to find what's in the cap circle, now decides to progress down, and there's the Super Pershing who's also very low, and wham, right into the back of the vehicle. 117 damage dealt. 12 kills now for one Master Life. He has changed his 1 versus 6 into a 1 versus 2, and both of the enemy tanks are lower health. However, I don't think we've seen one of the T-34-85. Well, we haven't seen the T-34-85M, we've only seen the T-34-85. That suggests that Tier 6 Soviet premium medium tank is going to be very healthy indeed. Alright, one Master Life, 6 seconds left on the cap, enters the cap circle and doesn't need to actually shoot the T-34-85 because this is encounter. Being inside the cap circle will be enough. Oh great, a bounce off the front there allows one Master Life to come around the corner and put one more shell in. But he runs out of armor piercing rounds, and so now has to reload APCR. That's very awkward indeed. So going to have to fully reload the magazine here, I believe. Okay, so one Master Life. Here we go. You put 2 rounds into the T-34-85, and there's the kill shot. Whoa, that was a 50-50 roll there. Could have very easily have low rolled, and then it's almost certain that the T-34-85 would have been able to finish off one Master Life while living up to the name here. Here we go. 4,600 damage, 93 hit points. He is very, very, very close to going back to the garage here, and the T-34-85M on the enemy team must now know where they are. Okay, so cool. Going hunting, wants to pick up the 14th kill, doesn't want to get caught in the cap circle. Is the T-34 AFK? No, it isn't. The T-34-85M actually returns fire there, and the first shell slightly high on the roll, meaning that one Master Life is probably going to only have to put in 2 now if it wants to finish off the T-34-85M. Another one right there into the turret, although this one was a low roll. Now on 248 hit points, it is going to be a 50-50, and it's neck and neck stuff on the edge of your seat. Is this going to be a heartbreak, or is one Master Life going to pick up the rarest medal of them all? Oh, into the tracks! Repair it! Come round! There's the high roll! Great stuff. 14 kills. Just absolute top-notch stuff, and just the kind of thing I want to see when I come back from Tank Fest before I'm about to pick up my Tier 10 auto-reloading Italian medium tank. So cracking round here for one Master Life, who nails 5,300 damage and 14 kills, but I don't think he would have even got close to being able to do it if it wasn't for Coney in the 110 on their team, with 3,300 damage and only 1 kill. And for this amount of kills, 1,802 base experience points is gigantic for a Tier 8 premium vehicle, and they pick up the one that nobody gets, the Rosenai Heroes medal. I've never been able to get that. The highest amount of kills I've ever been able to get in World of Tanks was was, albeit at one tier higher E75, only 12. In addition to the one that everybody wants, the Kolobanos medal for standing alone against at least 5, in this case 6, a Spartan's medal for ricocheting with less than 10% of the hit points, and a Steel Wall medal, and that is bizarre when we think about it. Oh, only 265 damage blocked. I think this was practically a Steel Wall medal just because that one Master Life was getting penetrated by the MT-25, because this vehicle's armor is horrific, as we can see by the lack of bounces here. In addition to this, a high caliber for those 5,300 damage, and a Defender medal for protecting that cap circle with 98 base defense points against that T-3485. And even without a premium account, one Master Life nails a very meaty profit, 85,000 credits, as the vast majority of the rounds fired here were standard. So one Master Life, congratulations to you, and thank you for setting the bar so high. Yeah, I think no matter what I achieve tonight in my Progetto 65, I'm probably going to be a little bit disappointed compared to this master game. And so while this was a bit of a quick video today, ladies and gents, because I just got back from Tankfest, I hope all of you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, but if you hated it, give it a thumbs down. And I'm really looking forward to getting back streaming tonight. I'm going to be christening 2 new tanks right now, if you're watching this video as it's released. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.